Okay, so this video builds a little bit more on direct, secondary, and presumptive, okay? The VA basically has those three ways to agree with you that the condition was either caused by or aggravated by your military service. Which one you choose to use is dictated by the kind of evidence package that you're able to put together. Using the wrong method or tactic is why most claims fail, once you understand why the VBA does what it does. All right, so direct connections work when there's something documented in your service treatment records. Like if you rolled your ankle playing basketball while on active duty, right? You got ace bandage and Motrin, vitamin M, right? That's typical. But something's documented in your STRs now. Fast forward 20 years later, now you're having arthroscopic surgery on your ankle, right? That indicates some sort of degenerative condition or chronic condition of some sort. You file that, you win it. You've got to have a diagnosis of something, whatever that something that caused arthroscopic surgery on your ankle, right? You've still got to have that diagnosis. So that's when a direct connection or claim type would work. You've got something documented in your STRs, you've got a current diagnosis of it, you file it, you win it. Direct. But don't force it if it's not there. You can't just, now that your back is bothering you, you're in your 40s and your back's starting to kind of give out on you. If you didn't go to sick call, if there's nothing documented, anything anywhere for your back, you'll never win it on a direct connect basis. Now, say your neck, you did go for your neck or a shoulder injury. So now you get your neck service connected on a direct basis, and then your back is secondary to that. You just pivot. It's just a different tactic or method. Don't force it. So secondary just means that the condition was caused by one of your service-connected disabilities. Most times, if you're working with a VSO, they don't go this route because they're focused on what's in your service treatment records. They see what's in there, they file it, because you should rightfully win those if you've got a diagnosis, if you've been being seen and treated for it or been seen or treated for it. So the VSOs are going to file that and then kind of let the secondaries just be like, I'm sorry, I'm full up with these other veterans that I'm still working with their direct connections. So by the time you go back to that VSO, he may be, busy with other people working their direct connections. So that's, I see that happen a lot. So you should know on your own behalf, nobody cares about your claim more than you do. So you should learn this stuff. And what I'm teaching you here is secondary connections. Now, I had to pay for mine. I didn't have any medical evidence for, any claims because I never went to the VA. And most of the time I just, that military training where we don't go to the sick call, that kind of carries over into your adult life where you just don't go. So when it was time to file a claim, I needed to buy the evidence. So that's where most of these secondaries are, because you need a legal document written by a medical professional that illustrates how the condition is connected to service. It's usually connected to another condition. For instance, like my headaches is secondary to my tinnitus. I want tinnitus first on a direct connect basis. Then I've got the medical evidence written by a medical professional that illustrates that my migraines are caused by my tinnitus, and the VA agreed. Okay, so secondary on that. These require kind of a methodical approach. You win one, file the second one. Win that one, file the third one. So it's round one, round two, round three. Takes a while. You don't just go from 0 to 10 to 90 to 100. Go from 0 to 10 to 60 to 80 to 90 to 100. 4 or 5 rounds. And yes, you can have a secondary to a secondary. It's just a logical medical causation. That's all that is. Okay, so finally, presumptives. So these are like the PACT Act, the Burn Pit Registry, Agent Orange, Cold War radiation exposure is one as well that's not as well known. Based on when and where you served, there are some avenues open to you for these presumptive service connections. You go find what the VA is able to do based on this legislation or these rules. Then you look at the conditions. Do you have a match? Are you suffering from the symptoms of that condition? If so, go get the diagnosis. If you've already got the diagnosis and you find this on a presumptive list somewhere, you just file it, you win it. You got to provide the diagnosis to the VA if you're not going to the VA for treatment. You've got to show that medical evidence that show you've been diagnosed, seen, or treated for it. Then you file it under a presumptive service connection. It's going to allow the VA to use the law in your favor, the rules in your favor. They're going to assume that you got that condition based on when and where you served. So most vets that I talk to don't know there's 3 ways to go about these service connections. They think, I've got the diagnosis, I file it, I win it. But you've got to have that nexus piece. That's the key piece. And once you understand what a nexus is and the 3 ways to get one, instead of seeming like a brick wall, the VA is still a brick wall, but now you see the doors, right? So you're not just banging your head on a brick wall where the sign says bang head here, right? You see the doors and you're like, oh, well, I've got the key to this door. Let's go through that. Or I've got the key to this middle door. Let's go through that. So once you understand that it's a brick wall with doors in it, now you can navigate the VA system a little easier. So this video is kind of a strategic talk about the different 3 lanes. If this is hitting with you, I've got the link below where, if you need to get started in that 2nd lane, that's where I can help. Can't help with the 1st, don't need my help with the 1st or the 3rd. So that's the direct connections and the presumptive. You don't need anybody's help with those now that you know what they are. You've already got all the documentation, or you can go get it and then file it and the VA will do the rest. If you need help in the 2nd lane, that's where you need a legal document written by a medical professional. Hit me up below. We'll get started. Thanks for watching.